to believe that we think for ourselves, that our opinions come from logic, experience, and free choice. But every day, quietly, invisibly, algorithms decide what we see and what we don't. They guide our attention, reinforce our beliefs, and slowly build a world that feels perfectly tailored to us, even if it's not the world we ever chose. An algorithm is not magic. It is not wise, and it is far from neutral. It is a system built on reward and reaction. You pause on a video, the system records a signal. You linger on anger or outrage, it learns that this keeps you here. You click something extreme, it assumes you want more of it. Every gesture, every second of attention becomes a data point inside a machine with a single purpose: to keep you watching. Over time, your feed stops reflecting the world. It reflects you, or at least the version of you the system believes will stay engaged. Two people can search for the same thing and receive completely different realities. The algorithm doesn't show you what is true, it shows you what is effective. Effective at capturing your attention, effective at reinforcing your habits, effective at shaping your beliefs, without ever asking for permission. Once the system identifies your emotional patterns, it begins to reinforce them. Watch one political video, you'll get 10 more, all pointing in the same direction. React strongly to a controversial idea, the algorithm leads you deeper into that same space. Because deeper means longer, and longer means profit. Your digital world tightens, your perspective narrows, your certainty grows harder. You stop encountering new voices, you hear only echoes, echoes of yourself. Echoes of what the system believes will keep you watching. Imagine someone you know, someone completely ordinary. Let's call him Jonas. Jonas wakes up and grabs his phone. Before he's even fully awake, he clicks on a short video about rising prices. Nothing special. Just a tiny moment of attention. But for the algorithm, that moment becomes a signal. Later, during lunch, he receives more videos about crisis, insecurity, future fears. Not because those topics are the most important today, but because in the morning he watched 3 seconds longer. By the evening, as Jonas scrolls on his couch, the world feels darker, more dangerous, more threatening. And the unsettling part is not that the world is actually like this, but that his feed makes it feel that way. One brief moment in the morning can be enough to tint the emotional tone of an entire day. Not through force, but through the precise selection of what Jonas is allowed to see. Fear, outrage, envy, shock. These emotions are the most profitable. They make you react, they make you share, they make you come back. The algorithm doesn't feed you balance, it feeds you intensity. You don't share calm ideas, you share what hits you, what shakes you, what activates your nervous system. And the platforms know this. So they show you more of it. Soon, your feed begins to feel like reality, even when it isn't. When your feed becomes a mirror, you stop seeing beyond it. You question your beliefs less because everything you see confirms them. You discover fewer new ideas because the algorithm removes them. You encounter fewer perspectives because they wouldn't keep you watching. Your world gets smaller. Your certainty gets bigger. A quiet distortion of how you think, feel, and judge. This is how division begins, not with violence, but with personalized realities. Two neighbors, two screens, two different worlds. Facts become flexible, truth becomes optional, reality becomes fragmented. A society doesn't fracture because people disagree, but because they no longer see the same world. People don't just argue anymore. They lose the ability to understand what the other side is seeing. The most unsettling part is the illusion of control. We feel active because we swipe, choose, click. But most decisions are reactions to perfectly placed suggestions. The algorithm nudges us, pulls us, guides us, one fragment at a time. It gives us many options, but chooses which ones appear. This is not control through force, it is control through convenience. Awareness breaks the pattern. Once you understand that your feed is curated for attention, not for truth, something begins to shift. You start asking, why am I seeing this? Who benefits from this? What's missing here? You become harder to manipulate, harder to predict, harder to control. You become more than the fragments the system selects for you. What are we learning out of all this? Stay aware. Follow the fragments.